ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण परमात्मने नमः। अथ पञ्चमोऽध्यायः। अर्जुन उवाच सन्न्यासं कर्मणां कृष्ण पुनर्योगं च संशसि यच्छ्रेय एतयोरेकं तन्मे ब्रूहि सुनिश्चितं। श्रीभगवानुवाच सन्न्यासः कर्मयोगश्च निःश्रेयसकरावुभौ तयोस्तु कर्मसन्न्यासः कर्मयोगो विशिष्यते। ज्ञेयस्स नित्यसन्न्यासी यो न द्वेष्टि न काङ्क्षति निर्द्वन्द्वो हि महाबाहो सम्बन्धात् प्रमुच्यते। सांख्ययोगौ पृथग्बाधाः प्रवदन्ति न पण्डिताः एकमप्यास्थितः सम्यक् उभयोर्विन्दते फलम्। यत्साङ्ख्यैः तद्योगैरपि गम्यते एकं साङ्ख्यं च योगं च यः पश्यति स पश्यति। सन्न्यासस्तु महाबाहो दुःखमाप्तुमयोगतः योगयुक्तो मुनिर्ब्रह्म न चिरेणाधिगच्छति। योगयुक्तो विशुद्धात्मा विजितात्मा जितेन्द्रियः सर्वभूतात्मभूतात्मा कुर्वन्नपि न लिप्यते। नैव किञ्चित् करोमीति युक्तो मन्येत तत्त्ववित्। पश्यन् शृण्वन् स्पृशन् जिघ्रन् अश्नन् गच्छन् स्वपन् श्वसन् प्रलभन् विसृजन् गृह्णन् उन्मिषन् निमिषन्नपि इन्द्रियाणीन्द्रियार्थेषु वर्तन्त इति धारयन् ब्रह्मण्याधाय कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा करोति यः लिप्यते स्न स पापेन पद्मपत्रमिवाम्भसा। कायेन मनसा बुद्ध्या केवलैरिन्द्रियैरपि योगिनः कर्म कुर्वन्ति सङ्गं त्यक्त्वात्मशुद्धये। युक्तः कर्मफलं त्यक्त्वा शान्तिमाप्नोति नैष्ठिकीम्। अयुक्तः कामकारेण फले सक्तो निबध्यते। सर्वकर्माणि मनसा सन्न्यस्यास्ते सुखं वशी। नवद्वारे पुरे देहि नैव कुर्वन्न कारयन्। न कर्तृत्वं न कर्माणि लोकस्य सृजति प्रभुः। न कर्मफलसंयोगं स्वभावस्तु प्रवर्तते। नादत्ते कस्यचित् पापं न चैव सुकृतं विभुः। अज्ञानेनावृतं ज्ञानं तेन मुह्यन्ति जन्तवः। ॐ Few months back, we stopped at a particular place, somewhere in October or early November, and it is more than 3 months now. We are resuming. I hope at the end of the class, whatever mentioned were at least being tried in terms of coming together or by individually trying to write synopsis of each of the chapter. First to 4 chapters, synopsis in 2 pages. I presume all would have tried. Okay. And the smile tells that all of you all have very earnestly tried. Okay. Everyone in online as well as in offline, whoever are hiding behind the videos, all of you all have earnestly tried, is a presumption. So, anyway, we need to continue ahead. Okay. We don't wait there. We can, what we can do is we can. So the 5th chapter starts with the question, a very valid question. What is the question? What is the question?
Which one is superior? Which one is superior? Pravritti marga or nivritti marga?
And earlier, what was the question?
Yoga. Third chapter was yoga.
So what was that yoga dvayam?
Karma yoga or yoga or jnana.
So what is the difference between that and this?
That is this lifestyle.
That is?
And the path. One is like this lifestyle.
That is a path. What is the difference between both? So whichever path you take, you adopt the same lifestyle, right? So both essentially needs to be one. Or is it different? Pravritti marga versus nivritti marga and karma yoga versus jnana yoga.
Both paths have to be followed in the lifestyle. Pravritti or nivritti, karma yoga, jnana yoga has to be done in both.
Yeah. So there, what was the question, and here, what is the question? What is that subtle difference?
Should I leave all the karma and get into sannyasa?
Where, which is the
In
in this chapter, what is he says? Sannyasastu mahabaho. Okay. So should I leave everything and go to sannyasa? Okay. And there, what was it?
It is Shreyas for me. Karma yoga.
When you say karma yoga and jnana yoga, what does it mean?
One is incomplete, one is impossible without the other.
That is answer, but what is it essentially different? Okay, I will give you a hint. Look at it from Varnashrama, Vyavastha.
That was more for sannyasis. The previous lesson was more for sannyasis.
Not more for sannyasi. What is the question asked there? Loudly. What? Go to the question. Don't digress to anything. What is the question asked there?
Is karma yoga good or jnana yoga?
Correct.
Should I go for karma yoga?
Correct. Here, what is the question?
Should I go for sannyasa or should I go to grahastha?
That is karma yoga good or jnana yoga good when the question is asked? Yoga dvayam. You are referring to path. Correct? What is the answer there?
Both are good, ultimately.
Both are good. Which is better then?
Karma yoga only is better, that's what was said that time.
That time.
For Arjuna.
That was not told that way. What is the answer given? That is why I told write something, you will come to know what it is. What is the answer? Open the third chapter and see the third shloka. Karma yogena yogina. What does it mean? What does it mean?
So the Sankhya is related to what then it is? Jnana.
Karma yogena yogina.
Karma yogena is what? Navritti marga.
So, what does it actually tell? If you say both are essential, then there is a problem, right? He says for certain people this is good, for certain people this is good. Sankhyanam jnana yoga, yoginam karma yoga. What is jnana yoga and what is karma yoga?
Jnana is acquiring knowledge by going on the
And what is karma yoga?
management into your behavior.
So there, if you look at the path, because based on the path, based on what is your liking, your guna, you will choose a path. Okay? He says very clearly, people are of different type. And hence, they can either choose a pravritti marga or nivritti marga. Pravritti marga is what? Brahmacharya ashrama, grihastha ashrama, vanaprastha ashrama, sannyasa ashrama. Nivritti marga is what? Brahmacharya ashrama to sannyasa ashrama. Is it clear? So there the question is related to which ashrama I should go to. Clear? Should I go by, he says, different types of people have different likings. Whichever you take doesn't matter, because one will lead to the other and other will culminate to the final. That's how it is. So jnana yoga and karma yoga both are essential for everyone. But if your liking is गोल गोल घूम के जाने का तो गोल गोल घूम के जाओ. If your liking is straight expressway पकड़ के जाने का तो expressway पकड़ के जाओ. दोनों उधर ही जा रहे हैं. Correct? So for a yoga yuktaha, or for a person who is karma yogena yogina, you go through pravritti marga, brahmacharya, grihastha, vani bhutva, pravrajet. But for a who is wanting to have the urge of jnana, brahmacharyanantaram sannyasi bhava. Is it clear? So that point got clear. Then he said, whatever you do there, every person has to complete karma yoga and then go to jnana yoga. That choice you don't have. You want to take a long cut, the normal route, or you want to take a shortcut is your choice. Both will lead there only. But in both, karma yoga followed by jnana yoga is there. Okay. Now come to the 5th chapter. What is the question asked? Sannyasan karmanam krishna punaryogam cha shamsasi yachreya etayorekam tanme bruhi sunishchitam. Sannyasan karmanam krishna punaryogam cha shamsasi. Here what is asked? Which ashrama I should go? Should I go to grihastha ashrama or should I take sannyasa ashrama? Forget the path now. What lifestyle I should follow? Okay. Why? Because in the 4th chapter, what did he say? What led this to Arjuna, this question? See, the question earlier was very clear. Which particular path I should follow? The path is clear now. He says, whichever path you take, the shortcut or the long route, you have to follow this too. Then in the 4th chapter, he talks about karma. What is the name of the 4th chapter? What is the 4th chapter mean? Jnana karma sannyasa yoga. Correct? What is Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga? Because if you don't understand the subtlety, it is not moving further. Huh? That means all my problems are solved and this question is redundant for me. Jnanena samam nyasta karma kuru. With the knowledge of jnanam, keeping an equipoised mind, do your duties. It is not sannyasa from karma. Is it clear? So what is the teaching there? Do karma yoga. But how do you do karma yoga? Mana sannyasta. Mind equipoised, unattached, do karma. Correct? Now when it comes to that, then 33rd shloka in the 4th chapter says Shreyan Dravyamayad Yajnat Jnana Yajna Parantapaha Sarvam Karma Akhilam Partam Jnane Parisamapyate. He says everything ends with Jnana only, and Jnana sadhana is the highest sadhana. Hence the other all are subservient or it supports Jnana sadhana. Karma yoga supports Jnana yoga. Right? So Jnana sadhana is the highest sadhana, he has told. How do you get it? Tadvid pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshitaha. Then he starts going completely that how that jnanam, he extols that jnanam in such a way saying that if jnanam is there, you can get away with everything. You have all what? Apichedasi duracharaha sarvebhyo papakrittamaha evam jnana plaveneva vrajinam santarishyasi. If that jnanam is there, however big papam you have done, everything is really like gone off. It's clean. How? Yathaidam sisamidhogni bhasmasat kurute arjuna Jnanagni sarva karmani bhasmasat kurute tata. So after telling do with samam nyasa karma, he is bringing up that jnanam again. Now what Arjuna will have in his mind? He will think, if I am doing nishkama karma, I have to be a grihastha. But if I want jnanam, I have to take sannyasa. Correct? So the earlier what path you told me? I can choose the long path or the short path. Both the paths will have to follow the same milestones of karma yoga followed by jnana yoga. Fine. But now after 2 chapters you are actually telling me jnanam is higher than karma. Now I am confused. Should I go to jnana or should I remain in karma? Correct? You have given me path is clear, but which lifestyle should I follow? What options will come out here? When such a question is asked, I can be a sannyasi in grihasthashrama, sannyasi in terms of mind, ashrama where your position and what dharma you have to follow. I can be a grihastha in grihastha. I can be a grihastha in sannyasa ashrama. I can be a sannyasi in sannyasa ashrama. Are these 4 options possible or not? How can you be grihastha in sannyasa? Kashayambara bahukrita vesham. Mind is in grihastha. Are you able to get this? That is why these 4 possibilities are there. You will not know, only that person knows whether I am Adambara sannyasi or real sannyasi. Correct? Now this question when it comes, he is viewing the whole thing with respect to Arjuna and with respect to common people, with respect to himself, with respect to Vyasacharya, with respect to Ganapati, everyone, because they are not sannyasis, they are all grihasthas. And what he says? He says, sannyasah karma yogascha Nishreyasakaravubhav. First understand Sannyasaha and Karma Yoga, both are Nishreyasaha. They both give you a very high benefit. The Shreyas, what it gives is very high. Don't doubt that. That means there is no question of saying that this is lower than that. No. Even suppose even if I tell that, but practically tayoho among them, I बोलते ना दोनों इंटेलिजेंट है, लेकिन मेरा दूसरा बच्चा पहले से थोड़ा शार्प है. समझ में आ रहा है? इफ आई से पहला बच्चा शार्प है, इट मीन्स दूसरा बुद्धू है. You don't have to tell that. That is Mauna Vyakhya. So he makes it clear. Both are equal. But if you ask me to spell out something, Tayostu karma sannyasat karma yogo vishishyate. Better than karma sannyasa, karma yoga is better. Here when you say karma sannyasa, sannyasa is renunciation here. It is not samamnyasa. See, the sannyasa has two meanings in different places it is coming. Karma yoga is sanyasta karma kuru. Previous chapter name is going that way. Sanyasta karma kuru. Being with all your full awareness, be with the job. Karma sannyasa means give up the job. Both the meanings will come. How you want to interpret it. Here the interpretation is Tayostu karma sannyasat karma yoga. So compared to separating, renouncing from karma, joining with karma is better. That means a karma yoga path is far, far better. Not path, sorry. The karma yoga lifestyle is far better than jnana yoga lifestyle. A sannyasi's lifestyle. A Grihasta's lifestyle is far more better than a sannyasi's lifestyle. Why did he tell this? Had it been Adi Shankaracharya, would he have told this? He said, leave everything and come here. Sab chhod chhad ke aa jao idhar. I am waiting for you. Krishna never told that. Very specific shloka he says. Why? He very clearly wants to vyavastha. You know, when you say a vyavastha, what is a vyavastha? That word vyavastha means what? Infrastructure. What is the need of an infrastructure for anything? When you say an infrastructure is there, this is an infrastructure where we study. This is an infrastructure where children study. We have the roads and the railways and all this an infrastructure. Why do you need an infrastructure?
To aid that activity to be performed.
Effortlessly. To reduce the effort and more efficiently achieve your objective, and infrastructure is there. Correct? So it is an enabler and it is by itself nothing. Okay? Ashrama Vyavastha is an infrastructure. So ashrama is not big. In that infrastructure, your mindset is bigger. Just being into that ashrama is not going to help anyways if your mindset is not in that way. So that only enables. The setup is made in such a way to enable and effortlessly achieve what you want. For example, when you say a brahmacharya ashrama, objective is to learn. The setup is made in such a way that it will enable you to learn. But if your mindset is not there, however best the infrastructure is, nothing will happen. Clear? So, the question asked by Arjuna is on the infrastructure. And what did Krishna do? Converted it to the mindset. Understand, the question asked is, which infrastructure is better for me? Karma yoga or karma sannyasa? He says both the infrastructures are good. But for you, probably the karma yoga is a better infrastructure. Why? Your mindset is aligned there. Okay. How do you know that he has said that? The next shloka clearly tells. Nyeyasa nitya sannyasi yo na dveshti na kankshati nirdvandvo hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate. Hey Mahabaho Tvam Nyeya. It's a very clear, straight communication. Hey Arjuna, you better clearly understand this. Tvam Nyeya, what? Nitya Sannyasi Yaha. That person is called a Nitya Sannyasi. Now it is not Sannyasa Ashrama Sannyasi. It is the person with the Sannyasta mind who is called Nitya Sannyasi. He may be in any Vyavastha. He may be in Grihastha Ashrama, he may be in Vanaprastha, he may be in Sannyasa, doesn't matter. What is the mindset? Na dveshti, na kankshati. Na kankshati, he doesn't have a desire, neither he has any jealousy about it. Right? He doesn't want more, he doesn't feel bad if someone has more. Why? Nirdvandvaha asti saha. He doesn't see any difference or duality between anything. Okay, that will very easily bandhat sukham pramuchyate. He is already a liberated person there. Na dveshti na kankshati nirdvandvaha yaha asti saha mukta purushaha. Okay, a person with such a mindset who is in the world operating with this body out or keeping the body, keep quiet and closing the eyes and meditating, doesn't matter. He is a sannyasta person. So for him, the infrastructure doesn't matter. Now, the problem was a question. Instead of solving the problem, he dissolved the problem by redefining what he wants to say. Understand, this is where the changes come here. Okay, because in this chapter he is not taking it again by infrastructure. He is taking by the mental makeup of a person. Why this mental makeup is required? Tell me whether jnanam is already there with that person. If that person is a jnani, then nothing is required. If he wants to get jnanam, what mental makeup that person should have? A karma yoga mental makeup. What is karma yoga mental makeup? Second chapter, third chapter. What is karma yoga mental makeup? What? How do you tell that? Completely. Only without that. Repeat again. Ishwararpana buddhi prasada bhavana. Now when a person has got Ishwararpana buddhi and prasada bhavana, will that person have dveshti and kankshati? Will that person have nirdvandva? Will not it become easy for that person to get jnanam and release himself? Clear? So he is telling an requirement, innate requirement of a karma yogi. Okay. Then he says, understand, ये जो बोलते हैं ना, ज्ञान, your Sankhya and Yoga. Sankhya is the path of knowledge, Yoga is the path of karma. This such differentiation are given by whom? Children. बच्चे लोग का बोलेंगे सांख्य योग पृथक बालाः न प्रवदन्ति पंडिताः. If you are an intelligent person, you will never look at it from these two matters. Why? I need an eligibility to prepare myself. Once I have the eligibility, I should get the knowledge, I should go out. Then the rest, everything is immaterial because they are setup related. This is better, that is better, यहाँ ही अच्छा होगा, वहाँ अच्छा होगा, ये सब बच्चे लोग का बोलने का चीज़ है. So from ashrama he has now moved up to a level where it is a mental makeup. You may be physically in any ashrama for the world, but in your own mindset, where are you? Are you clear? That is what he says. Sankhya yogo pruthak balaha pravadanti na pandita ekam apyasthita samyak ubhayor vindate phalam. Both will give you the same benefit wherever you are being. A karma yogi with such a bhavana doing karma will surely get a guru jnanam and become mukta. A jnana yogyata person who has already completed karma yoga and already reached there where jnanam is important will anyway go ahead and do it. So finally the goal is going to be achieved. So it is not on the infrastructure, it is on the mental makeup. Correct? In Three Idiots, what did Amir Khan tell? स्कूल जाने के लिए क्या चाहिए? एक यूनिफॉर्म चाहिए, जाके बैठो. Means you need to have a mental makeup to learn so that people will allow you. You just wear a uniform that has got nothing binding to you, so that you get an entry. तुम यूनिफॉर्म पहनो, चुपचाप बैठो उधर. तुम वो स्कूल का है कि कोई स्कूल का है, क्या फर्क गिरा? पढ़ना है ना तुमको, जाओ. That's exactly. So which ashrama you are in doesn't make any difference if the mental makeup is there. If the mental makeup is not there, we are always upset with the setup. And when we are upset with the setup, it only tells that we don't have a mental makeup. Any setup given is not going to work because our idea is to find out the fault in the setup. Not use it as an enabler, but always it will disable me, stifle me from going because I am always looking at the problem in the best of the setup. My mind is an auditor mind, a policeman's mind, never stable. Because my focus is not what I want to achieve, my focus is how not to go ahead in life. Are you clear? How he has changed the whole thing here. This is very clear change. Then he says, Yat sankhye prapyate sthanam tad yogairapi gamyate. Suppose if you say Sankhya is going to give moksha, let me tell you, yoga will also give you moksha. Why? Isn't it true? If you grow in yoga, uplift yourself the right way, what will happen? A guru will come, knowledge will come, and you will go up. It doesn't stop because this will give you that karma phala back. You may not want the karma phala, but the karma phala will come behind you. Please understand that. Huh? You may not want karma phala, but the karma phala is sitting behind you. Even without an expectation, if I do karma yoga, there is a karma done by you. You will get a karma phala. You may not accept it, you may not, but that punyam will give you a guru. You didn't do it for getting this punyam. But the fact that, dekho, I didn't want to touch this and get a shock. Inadvertently I touched it. You mean to say inadvertently I touched it, so I will not get a shock? You will get a shock. Please understand that. Same way punyam and papam, knowingly or unknowingly, you can't say unknowingly I did, so I will not get the papam of it. You will get it. Only your mental makeup is a better way to accept it. Oh, I didn't know that time. Okay, let me go through it. Otherwise you will fight it. That's all. Even in karma yoga, because there is an intrinsic karma done, there is a karma phala, you are not connecting to karma phala. Why? Prasada bhavana is there. But that karma phala is there. Correct? That karma phala will give you a guru. Even if you don't want, there will be a person in front of you standing that I am going to teach you. You will learn. You will go ahead. Because your Thought is clearly that I want to go ahead. I want to learn. So you may not even go searching, but the Guru will come searching and you will get a Guru. Okay, from where did that come? Punya karma. Whichever way you go, the karma theory is not going to leave you that way. You may not attach to it, but that is going to, because it's a law. That law will continue for everyone. For a jnani, ajnani, that law will continue. Electricity for everyone. You may be a big jnani, mukta purushaha. Even if that person touches, shock लगेगा. That person में से मुझे shock लगा तो कुछ फर्क नहीं गिरते. That's a different thing. But shock लगेगा. Same way, karma wala will continue to be there. You may not attach to it. And that attachment is what he is talking about. Earlier I was attached to it, and because of that that was provoking me to do karma. Now that doesn't provoke me to do karma. I anyway do karma with Ishvara Arpana Buddhi and Prasada Bhavana, but that will continue to come. And the more you do Punya karma, Sukham will come. Sukham in terms of Jnanam, what you want to achieve, because you are doing this with a purpose. Till you get moksha, there is a purpose. Jijnasu, you have a purpose. Without a purpose, you may not spell it out to anyone, you may not even know, but there is an innate purpose which is sitting inside you, making you do it. Don't forget that. That has to be realized. Clear? So he says very clearly, Yat Sankhye Prapyate Sthanam Tad Yogairapi Gamyate Ekam Sankhyancha Yogancha. One who sees Sankhya and Yoga as one, just as two different setups for the same mental makeup, यह पश्यति स पश्यति, वही बरोबर देख रहा है. The person who sees Sankhya and Yoga just as two different setup, where you need the same mental makeup in both, okay, that person is only seeing it properly. If you see that this is a different setup, that is a different setup, I need to have a different mental makeup, I need to have a different mental makeup, that means Pruthak Balaha, Bacche Log. He is not saying that you are telling wrong. Bacche Log कुछ भी बोल सकते. That freedom is given. बच्चे अभी थोड़ा बड़े हो जाएंगे तो they will understand. So from a philosophical perspective, बच्चे हैं अभी. Are you able to understand? Correct? Then he says, now from here it turns the point here. Now he very clearly talked about how that karma yoga has to be done. So do karma with this mindset. And he says, your question was what? Sannyasam karmanam Krishna punaryogam cha samshasi. If you feel that even now you want to run, because this question has a smell coming from the first chapter. थोड़ा उधर का बू आ रहा है, मैं भाग जाऊँ क्या? आ रहा है, अभी भी थोड़ा बैठा है, समझ में आ रहा है? Very nicely, polishedly he has put. He says, Sannyasastu Mahabaho, hey Mahabaho. He didn't say that if you take sannyasa you will have a problem. He says, in general, understand that there is, in every product there is a statutory warning. Smoking is injurious to health. There is a statutory warning. Like that, he gives statutory warning for sannyasa ashrama. Hey Mahabaho, sannyasastu ayogataha dukhamaptum. If you are not prepared, you have virtually committed suicide. समझ लो, समझ में आ रहा है? योग युक्त मुनिर ब्रह्मा नचिरेणादि गच्छति. Even if you have the right setup, mental, you have the right mental setup, and even if you are in karma yoga, you are munihi, and brahma achirena adhigacchati. You are munir brahma, you will get moksha. So sannyasa is not a prerequisite for moksha. Mindset is important wherever you are there. Don't catch the enabler, catch the real culprit and work with that culprit rather than the setup. Is it clear? How he is bringing it back now here? Now he says, yoga yukto vishuddhatma vijitatma jitendriyaha. Again, after this clarification of the sixth shloka, he comes back to a karma yogi, perfect karma yogi. What he does? Yoga yuktaha. How he becomes yoga yuktaha? Saha vijitatma jitendriyaha vishuddhatma sarvabhutatma bhutatma. Four things he clearly says. First is vijitatma. He is not impacted by his sthula sharira. Vijitatma, here Atma means sthula sharira. Vijita, jayam over the sthula sharira. कुछ फर्क नहीं गिरेगा. Whatever happens to the sthula sharira, this person is not impacted. He has won over it. That doesn't mean nothing will happen. Old age will happen. If 60 comes, arthritis will come, knee pain will come, everything will come. But that will not impact it. Clear? Diabetes will come, blood pressure will be there. Clear? If it pains, he will also say, ah. But that is only verbally. Here nothing is happening. Clear? Then comes Jitendriyaha. Jitendriyaha. Who else is called Jitendriyaha? Anyone remembers? Who else is called? Dasharatha is Hanuman. Manojavam Maruthatulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhimattam Varishtam. Indriya Jayam. Indriya Jayam means what? Karmendriyani, Jnanendriyani, Yaha Jitva. One who has conquered all the 10 Indriyas, that means his antennas will not go astray. बोलते ना, गाय भैंस को छोड़ दो, इधर उधर सूंघ सूंघ के चरते रहेंगे. ऐसा नहीं जाएगा. जब जाना ही जाएगा, आना ही वापस आएगा. जब रुकना इधर ही रुकेगा. Fully under the person's control. That person is called Jitendriyaha. You have got Indriya Jayam. Okay, so the first is Sthula Shariraha Vijitatma. Second is Shama Dama Sahita Vishuddhatma. Jitendriyaha Yaha Saha Vishuddhatma. Now, if that antennas are completely under control, then comes your mind. Antenna is not there, but mind is running everywhere then. Equipoised mind, Vishuddhatma. So, Vishuddhatma is one who is in mental equipoise. So, one who is completely mastered that physical body, does not bother about it. Doesn't mean doesn't take care of it. Doesn't mean he will also take bath every day, he will brush his teeth or she will brush his, all that will be there. But undue taking care of it will not happen. What is needed for the purpose will continue. Eating food will continue. Toilet will continue. Because then only life has to continue. But apart from that, Shitoshna, Sukha Dukkha, Titiksha, all that will be their master. Correct? What is Tapa? Tapa. Tapa. Titiksha. Okay, tell Titiksha.
Forbearance.
Shitoshnadi Sahishnutvam. He has got an ability to be with extremes of bodily infliction, pain and comfort, as well as mental pain and comfort. Correct? Indriya Jaya, Mano Jaya. Jitendriya, Vishuddhatma. Correct? Then the biggest thing what he does is Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma. He never considers himself as Jiva. Then what does he consider? Aham Atma. There is only Atma, and Atma is Akarta, Abhokta, na kurvanti, na karayan. Na naiva kurvan api na lipyate. That person, when he is with that mindset that Aham Brahmasmi, I am that Atma and doing the work in the world outside with Nirdvandva, na dveshti, na kankshati, with a complete Jitendriyaha, Vichitatma, Vishuddhatma, for that person, Kurvan api na lipyate. Is it clear? Any doubt till now? How clearly is taking Arjuna into a perfectly a different way of looking at things. System doesn't change. Ajnani will look the system the normal way it is taught. Ajnani will look at the same system in a different way. Are you able to get that? So he is giving that vision that look at the system this way rather than looking at it in silos. Correct? Then he says, when the person is considering himself as Atma and not Sharira, that means what? Will he be different? No. Naiva kinchit karomiti. The thought in his mind is, I am not doing even an iota of the thing. I am not doing any iota of anything. Naiva kinchit karomi. Kinchit na iva karomi iti. I am not even doing an iota of thing. Then how it is happening? Pashyan, Shrinvan, Sprishan, Jigran, Ashnan, Gachan, Swapan, Shwasan, Pralapan, Visrajan, Grinnan, Nunmishan, Nimishan, Api. Api is not another one, Api means also. So 13 things he has given as an example to show the smallest of the smallest thing also. He never takes that ahankara into it. Pashyan. The eyes are seeing what it has to see. I have no connection with it. Aham pashyami, no. That is why the word pashyan is given. It is seeing. The eyes are seeing. The job of eyes is to see, right? Rupa. It is seeing. What Rupa doesn't matter to me because it is just doing its job. After that it is disconnected. It has got no connection internally. Like when I am in the VT station at the peak time when you are running towards your office on the bridge, how many people you notice? How many people does the eye notice? Does the eye notice? I am not asking how many people you notice. How many people does the eye notice? Hundreds and thousands of people. How many people you notice? None. That is called Pashya. Correct? I am not a party to it, but the eyes are doing its job. Karya Karana Sandhata has to happen. So far as I am alive, the object and the Indriya that has to get connected. But it is not connecting with me now because I am not that master. When you say I am not that master, who was the master of the Indriya? Who is the master of the Indriya? This needs to be understood. Just see if it is seeing this, it is seeing properly. Okay. Correct, ma'am? Okay. Then I have another set. Let me put it here. Correct? If you don't understand, ask me here. Arrows have its own meaning here. Clear? Vak, Pani, Pada, Payu, Upastha. Okay. What are this called? What are this called? This is Lena Band. This is Dena Band. Karya, Karana, Sanghata. Is it clear? Okay. So my ear goes to the sound, picks it, and comes back here. Where does it go from here? Now this is outside world. Huh? So ideally this should have also been put here. This is the outside world. This is the inside world. From here, where does it go? Okay. So this is going here. Is this too clear? Upar the mind is only telling my karmendriyas to do the work, which is again connecting to the object. Correct? My jnanendriyas are coming and giving my mind the input. Correct? So, between this and this, there is a connection. Between this and this, there is a connection. गाड़ी है, इंजन है, गियर है, गियर और इंजन का बीच में क्लच है, which is connecting the engine to the drive. So there is a connection. Are you able to get this? Right? What happens to this? यहाँ से किधर जा रहा है? Everything mind is doing. Huh? There is nothing beyond mind. Huh? So, or is it directly here to here? Can the buddhi bypass the mind and go directly to the indriyas? Correct? How do you know? How do you know?
Mind is memory.
Mind is not memory. That is buddhi or chitta. Chatvari antakarnam. Chatvari antakarnam. Mana, buddhi, ahankara. Okay. So we are come up to mana and buddhi only now. Okay. Can buddhi go directly to the indriyas? Or it has to use the mind? Correct? If this is the engine and if this is the gear, this is the clutch. If this is the engine, this is the gear, this is the clutch. समझ में आ रहा है? क्लच प्लेट खराब होता है तो गाड़ी कैसे चलते हैं मालूम है ना? हाँ, ये क्लच प्लेट खराब हो गया ना, then the problem starts. Does the buddhi operate by itself, or who is operating the buddhi?
But we need not listen to the mind.
That is a different thing. You are talking of exceptions. First, talk about the rule. Exceptions are there at every place. What is the rule? We will talk of that exception. What is the rule? From year to year, year to year, from here then where? This goes to Chitta. Sure? If I write this Chitta, it is correct. So Buddhi goes to Chitta, Chitta goes to Buddhi. Is it correct? Who is superior to whom? If you open the third chapter, in the last 4 shlokas, all this are given. Somewhere it get open.
Buddhi is superior.
बुद्धि इज ओवर. बुद्धि का है क्या पीछे कुछ कि वही है फाइनल बॉस है, बिग बॉस. वेयर इज दिस अहंकार सिट नाउ? चित्त के अंदर अहंकार बैठा है. व्हाट इज चित्त? चित्त इज मेमोरी. एंड व्हाट इज अहंकार?
The I-ness. That you are a Jivatma.
Define this. Only you come to know. Define this. Manas. Someone can you all define this? Manas. Quickly. Sankalpatma vikalpatma manaha. What is buddhi? Nishchayatmika buddhi. What is chitta? Chintanakritam chittam. What is ahankara? Aham karoti iti ahankaraha. Apply the definition, then you will come to know that the way it is defined. Chintanakritam chittam. For this to think, it needs a storehouse. It is a Chitta is not the controller of buddhi. No, it can never. It is a resource to the buddhi. Chitta is the resource to the buddhi. Right? Buddhi refers to Chitta for taking decisions. Is it clear? So it's a resource. Who makes the buddhi to go to the Chitta? Why are you afraid? Why are you doubtful? Ahankara. Aham karoti. Very big. Whichever it does. Abhivyakta, without abhivyakta, everything is sitting here. Correct? This is the driver of the car who uses the buddhi to go here, get the information, passes to the manas, manas gives it to the indriyas, indriyas are then working with the object. The object say input comes to the indriyas, it goes to the manas, manas to the buddhi, buddhi refers to the chitta, makes the decision, and this all is controlled by ahankara. What is ahankara? Aham karoti iti ahankara. In English, what do you call it?
Individual.
Individual. Not ego. Not ego. I-ness, or if I have to call ahankara, it is called small I or individuality. Why do I call it this way? Is there anything which is controlling this?
The bigger I saw the universal consciousness.
What is this bigger I called?
Universal consciousness.
Original consciousness.
Then what is this called?
RC.
Individual consciousness.
Correct? Where does this reflect to become RC? OC has to get reflected to become RC. What is RM? What is the reflecting media?
Minds.
So this, when you say manas, here it means this all together. The antakarana, this particular is the RM. That is why when you are mentally dead, that is the time ahankara vanishes off. That is called death. What is death? Nothing to do with the body. Correct? You may be in a coma state, still alive. Why? This is alive. This is alive. Why? Because it continues to reflect OC and create an RC which no one except yourself knows in a coma state. You are not even aware, but it is there. When does the doctor declare you dead? Only when this dies. The ability of this to reflect dies. It stops. Okay? Nothing happens to OC. OC remains the way it is. RM is dead, so RC doesn't function. Is it clear? Now look at hierarchy. Ajnani person, what will he do? And Jnani person, what does he do? Now I will make this into a simple chart. Better way to put. I am not putting it this way. Are you able to get this? Don't search in which book it is there. Right now I am making it. There is not there in any book. Okay. This is Samashti. This is Vyashti. In Vyashti you have this called Sthula Sharira. This is Sukshma Sharira. Right? This whole thing. There you have 5 Jnanendriyas, 5 Karmendriyas, which are working with the Samashti. Right? This Manas. Correct? This Buddhi. Correct? This takes resources from Chitta. Right? The inner core. This is RC. Are you getting this here? Now, how does a Jnani work. First is Ajnani. We can easily understand ourselves first. Then we'll go to Jnani. How does the Ajnani work? For that you have to take the Shloka 3 and interchange everything. Take Shloka 3 and interchange. You will get it. Nyayasa nitya, not sannyasi here. Nyayasa nitya karmi yo dveshti yo yaha kankshati dvandvo hi mahabaho dukkha bandhat pramuchyate. Exactly the opposite. Okay. So what does he do? Now, yaha dveshti, jealous. Where is jealousy coming from all these places? Where is it going to come? Who is jealous? ये इधर जनरल नहीं, इधर वेरी स्पेसिफिक बोलना पड़ेगा. है तो उधर ही है, नहीं तो दूसरा किधर नहीं है. किधर है? Is it in the स्थूल शरीर jealousy? Is it in the सूक्ष्म शरीर? Okay, that is clear. Is it in the Jnanendriya, Karmendriya jealousy is there? Jnanendriya and Karmendriya, do they have any jealousy? No. Jnanendriya and Karmendriya, do they have jealousy? No.
No.
Okay. Manas has jealousy or Buddhi has jealousy?
Manas.
Clear? Clear? Kankshati. Where is it there?
Mind.
Dvandva. Where is it there?
सब कुछ मानसिक ही है ना.
देखो सब कुछ मानसिक बोलेगा तो then we don't require बुद्धि. हाँ, which is a thicker problem. Dvandva or Kanksha and jealousy. The problem of the mind is a thicker problem or a thinner problem. When I say thicker means visible big. एक बड़ा पर्दा जैसा है वो. Which is a thicker problem. Thicker problem.
One that is in the buddhi, that is thick.
Is it thicker?
Mind.
What is promoting it?
Again,
Ahankar.
What is promoting? What is promoting Kanksha and Dvesha?
ignorance,
All the Indriyas.
Indriyas are out. छोड़ो उन लोगों को.
Ahankar.
RC.
Vishaya.
Dvandva is promoting all this.
Dvandva.
Because wait, listen now. There is a Dvandva. I am different, you are different. And hence, Akanksha and Dvesha both come. Does this hand have Dvesha or Akanksha with this hand? Why? Are they different or same?
Different.
Then why don't they have it?
One, yeah.
Does this I have Dvesha or Akanksha with this I? One may be weak, the other may be strong. लेकिन एक दूसरे को गाली नहीं देगा, दूसरे को सपोर्ट करके लेके जाएगा. क्यों?
Belonging to the same person.
समझ में आ रहा है?
वही तो.
हाँ. So the way it is manifesting as so big, the cause of it is very subtle, which is Dvandva sitting here. That is very sharp and it can go through across everywhere. That is why it is Tikshna and it is very strong. Who is promoting that? Who is promoting this Dvandva in the Buddhi? From where did Ahankara get this Dvandva in the Buddhi? From where did it get? Aryan chodo. I'm talking of something which is not mentioned here.
अज्ञान बोल सकते हैं.
Ajnana कहाँ से आया? Another name for Ajnana. Another name for it. Don't give English name. What is the typical quality Ajnana of what is the typical quality Ajnana?
माया.
We are talking of Vyashti, not Samashti. Go inside. कैसा हो तत्वबोधक का पूरा चूरा इधर आ सकते हैं मतलब एवरीथिंग कैन कम हियर.
विवेक नहीं.
अविवेक का किधर है? ओके, बुद्धि में विवेक है, ठीक है. बट दिस द्वेष एंड कांक्षा, is anyone teaching you? Is anyone teaching you that you should have dvesha and kangsha? Is anyone teaching a child? Do you need to have aspirations? You need to not like another person, you need to feel jealous. Is anyone teaching the child or the child knows it?
संस्कार से.
संस्कार सब बाद में. कोई भी संस्कार में नहीं रहेगा तो कि वो बच्चे को समझ में आता है कि नहीं आता है. मुझे ये चाहिए, मुझे उसका वो पसंद नहीं है. You may do संस्कार after that. मैं अंदर का बात बोल रहा हूँ, from where it is originating by itself.
अहंकार.
Where is desire originating from? Where is jealousy originating from? Ahankar is manifesting it across. It is not originating from Ahankar.
Is the past impression.
Where is that sitting?
चित्त.
Will it sit in the chitta?
स्मृति में सब कुछ है.
All the students have forgotten Vedanta.
Causal body.
What is it called?
Vasana.
Karana Sharira. That is why I said it is not written here. I cannot write it also here. It is sitting in the Karana Sharira. Vasanas.
करंट शरीर में वही संस्कार है ना.
Yeah, please, 1 minute. Listen now. Karana Sharira has got these impressions. That is why it is coming through the Ahankara, it is coming to your Sukshma Sharira out. What are we doing? We are doing sadhana and trying to genuinely convince it and completely clean it up. Naturally it is coming. गंदगी naturally आ रहा है, उसे हम साफ कर रहे हैं साधना के लिए. Are you able to get this? You are not avoiding it. Your sadhanas are cleaning it up. This layer is getting reduced. Dvandva is getting reduced. Why? Knowledge gives you a conviction. ये आएगा, but I should not bother about it. Okay. So the Ajnani has got this in the Karana Sharira, which is manifesting into Sukshma Sharira, driven by the Ahankara to the Buddhi, where Dvandva as a concept comes. That is why in Vedanta we say Dvaita Bhayam Bhavati. The three, Tasmade tatrayam tyajet. What are the three? Kama, Krodha, Bhaya. Bhaya from where did it come? Dvandva. Are you able to get it? That is why all these are sitting in it. Not dveshti na kanchate, kamesha, krodesha, only nothing else other than that. It is a different name given to the same stuff. That is coming because dvandva. This dvandva is ajnana. Advitiya is jnana. Are you able to get it? So we are cleaning this up. Nirdvandva is advitiya. He Mahabaho Nirdvandva Sukham Bandhat Pramchyate. Are you able to get this clear meaning? Okay. So when this Dvandva is not there, this will not come out. This is not resolved. This is dissolved. When this is dissolved, mind is very clean slate. Okay. Now tell me, how does a jnani work? For a jnani, will not this work? It will work. Where is it told that it will work? For a jnani, this is working where it is told. Shloka number 9 and 10, 8 and 9.
He's not a lowly animal.
Pashyan, Shranvan, Sprishan. Here, look at me. Pashyan, Shranvan, Sprishan, Jigran, Ashnan, Gachan, Swapan, Shwasan, Pralaban, Visrajan, Grinhan, Unmishan, Nimishan, Napi. They are just happening. That means this fellow has put a big kavach here. इसका अंदर एक ऐसा रेनकोट पहना है कि ये इधर बाहर जो होता है होते रहेगा, इधर से अंदर कुछ नहीं होगा, ये अंदर जाएगा ही नहीं. समझ में आ रहा है? Why? He says, Indriyani Indriyartebhyah Vartanta iti dharayan. He knows 100% for sure that object and instrument will have their own interaction. उस सिकंदर ने पोरस से की थी लड़ाई तो मैं क्या करूं? करेक्ट ना? So he says, forget this. ये तो अपना काम कर रहे हैं, आप देख रहे हो, करने दो. पाव चल रहा है, वो करने दो ना. उसका और मेरा संबंध क्या है? हम क्या बोलते हैं? मैंने देखा. The moment you say मैंने देखा, you have linked this up to this. एक सेकंड में ट्रिक करके लिंक कर दिया. मैंने सुना. समझ में आ रहा है? What we have done? That means this is weak. If this is weak, means what? The mind is weak. The whole mind part is weak. Buddhi is weak. How do you improve the buddhi and mind? How to improve it? पिक्चर खत्म हो गया. एंड का क्वेश्चन है ये. Buddhi and mind first. How do you improve it? Karma yoga. No other way. Fix this mind onto that Ishvara. Ishwararpana buddhi. Same which you have been telling every time. First do that. Then when that monkey mind which is jumping always out is ready and stopped, then upasana comes. Otherwise, you close your eyes, the mind will already got jumped. It is of no use. Is it clear? Are we able to understand? That's what he has told you is nothing else. Very clearly. Okay. Now he talks about if it's a person who has got jnana, then what happens? Obviously, this will not be there. This will not be there. This will not be there. समझ में आ रहा है? Why? बच्चों कुछ नहीं. He has disowned all this. For him, this RC नाम के वास्ते है मरने तक. He has owned himself as OC. Okay, so ये जो भी हो रहा है, something is happening. I am not with it. I am the OC. Aham Brahmasmi. Okay, now come to the 13th shloka. Or ब्रह्मण्याधाय कर्माणि संगं त्यक्त्वा करोति यः. You understand how you remove this kachra? Brahmani adhaya karmani sangam tyaktva. Break this connection off. Completely cut it. नहीं मत है कचरा. संगम त्यक्त्वा करोति यः लिप्यते न पापेन न स पापेन पद्मपत्र इवाम्बसा. So why is he giving that? He says it will not stick to you. It will not attach to you. But it will still be with you. There is a difference of something being with you and something attaching with you. For example, if there is a small lizard at the back of this glass on the wall, and you are not aware of it, it is with you or not with you, it is still with you in this glass. It is there. Is it attached to you? Not at all attached to you. Right? He says like that, Padma Patra Ivambasa, like the water sitting on that lotus leaf, this all will be there. The karma phala will also sit there. Because that person is going to have Karya Karana Sangata, although there is something happening, some impression will come, they all will still be there outside. Raincoat डाल के बैठा है बंदा. इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि बारिश नहीं है. बारिश तो होता ही है. रेनकोट गिल्ला हो रहा है, वो गिल्ला नहीं हो रहा. बारिश है, द अदर पर्सन डजंट हैव अ रेनकोट, तो बारिश पर्सन को गिल्ला कर रहा है. दिस पर्सन हैज अ रेनकोट, विच मीन्स बारिश उसको नहीं गिल्ला कर रहा है, लेकिन रेनकोट को तो गिल्ला कर रहा है. समझ में आ रहा है? दैट इम्पैक्ट ऑफ इट लिटिल विल बी देयर विद द बॉडी. पद्मपत्र इवाम्बस. Right? That can go completely only if this person dies. Go back to second chapter. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jato tishthatya karma krit. Third chapter, sorry. Not even 1 second, a moment a person can be without doing karma. So this karma is always on. Either I get attached to the karma or I am detached to the karma is the question. A person who is completely detached. Here also when you say detached, it is nothing called 100 and 0. There are always shades of grey which will come. Imagine a jnani sitting and talking to another jnani, and when they are debating, some attachment will come. But jnani sitting with ajnanis and explaining things, no attachment will come. Are you able to get this? So they are all shades. Never take everything as 100 and 0. That gradations is what we have to see. The more you are going to this side is what is clear. That black and white, that grey part. We are more with grey, less with black and white. They are very high in black and white, very less grey. That means they can also go to a grey region and come. And they are very alert when they go there. They learn from it. Next time they will not make a mistake. We are unaware of it, so we keep on going there as though ये रोज का हमारा मैके जाके आ रहा है, जाके playground जाके आ रहा है, जैसा we go to the grey and come and we don't learn from it. That's the only difference. Are we able to get this? This is what that mental makeup is referring on. Chalo, good. Any doubt on online students? I'm not looking at you, so I do not know your feedback. Any doubt?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
क्या बोल?
How do we explain this causal body or current cellular to a person? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, repeat your question clearly.
How can we explain current? Yeah, how can we explain karana sharira to a person who doesn't believe in karma?
Very simple. The person may not believe in
Causal
karma.
body. How do we explain?
Listen, the person does not believe in karma, which is fine. So far as the person is a rational person, correct? Every effect has a cause. The cause may be known to you or may not be known to you. That cause is coming from that causal body. For example, no person who is rational and has got some basic intelligence as a human being will deny that everything of a tree is there in a seed. I do not know, if I break the seed I cannot see anything. But the fact is, if after 50 years if that mango tree is supposed to give mango or not is already embedded in the seed which that person knows. Because if it is not there in that, from where will it come? Out of nothing something cannot come, right?
Yes, sir, right. That's rational. Yes.
That's only rational. If you see an effect, you have to attribute it to a cause. If you are not able to logically explain the cause, you have to logically accept that there is a cause which I do not know. For example, is there going to be lightning in this place now? What is the answer to it?
No, because there are no clouds.
I don't know. Suppose if lightning comes right now, the fact that there is an effect presupposes that there has to be a cause. Now the problem is my ability is limited, so I do not know the cause. Because of my ability, I cannot say there is no cause. Huh? Yes or no? Okay. Another one easy example I'll give you. You go to a magic show. The person shows magic. For me, as a common person with my knowledge and my ability, I look at it as a magic. How does the person who is doing it, the magician, see it as? Doesn't he know the cause and the effect?
He does, sir. Yes.
Exactly. So there are many things which I may not know the cause, but because I may not know the cause, if the effect has come, I have to accept that it is coming from a cause. So far as I can rationally justify the cause can sit in sthula sharira or sthula prapancha, sukshma sharira or sukshma prapancha. But what is the input material coming to these two has to come from somewhere.
Okay.
Even if that person doesn't understand that, we will go to further rudimentary where children will understand this. Let's go to a very basic thing. Do you sleep at night? Answer is yes. Do you sleep night or day? Doesn't matter. Or in the class. Do you sleep? Yes. What is sleep? Sleeping means what is sleeping? This body is sleeping.
Absence of memory.
This body is sleeping first. The external body is sleeping. In sleep, do you get a dream?
Right.
Do you get a dream? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you get a
Yes,
dream,
sir.
if you get a dream, the dream is happening at your mind and intellect or somewhere else.
Mind and intellect.
Is it taking inputs from your memory only to create the dream? We
Yes.
may believe, we may not believe also, I don't know, but somewhere it is happening in my mind, that much I know. So now the mind is sleeping or awake in dream.
Mind is awake.
Correct. So when I say I've gone to sleep, my body is already slept. I have disengaged with this body. If mind is awake, I can get dreams. What happens when the mind also sleeps? I call it a sound sleep.
True.
Right?
Correct.
If this is a sound sleep, the mind is sleeping, the buddhi is sleeping, everything is sleeping, the body has slept. How do you wake up the next day? Where did your mind go to sleep? When you say this body has gone to sleep, you can physically see the body, but actually where is this body now? Where is this physical body? In reality, where is that? It is sitting in the causal. It is in a potential form. It is not in an active form. Although you are seeing like a dead log, this body is there. That body in reality is not present because it is in a sleep state. It has already gone to that Karana Sharira. Where did the mind go when it slept? It cannot be anywhere, right? It has to go, when the vehicle comes out from the garage, it has to be parked in a garage. Then you remove it from a garage. Where does this mind go? It goes to a place. Why? Unless that place is accessible to me, I cannot get it the next day. No one will sleep. Everyone will put chili in their eyes and keep their eyes open. Why? अरे सो गया तो माइंड चला जाएगा, बुद्धि चला जाएगा, फिर ढूंढने को कौन जाएगा? समझ में आ रहा है? So it is going to a place which is my own imaginary place where it is not accessible to me. Then something happens where this access comes back to me. Why before the alarm ringing you know it is going to be the time for the alarm to ring? What made this ear to hear the alarm when this body was sleeping and the mind was sleeping? Rational person should give answers to this. Make sense? So
Yes, sir.
there has to be something called as a pseudo place जहाँ पे मैं रख के जब मनता है निकाल सकता हूँ, and that is not very easily accessible, but my subconscious mind goes there and it can come out, and that place is called Karana Sharira. It has got everything in it, not only of this janma, of all the janmas. When we say your DNA has got everything, what is this DNA? Karana Sharira. All the information encrypted in it, what does it mean? Are you able to get that? It's a different way of telling the same thing. But because the DNA tells you at the age of 60, I will get cancer. If that is not there in the DNA, you would never get the cancer. समझ में आ रहा है? On this
Yes, sir.
base,
Very clear.
on this base only there is a big business working. On this Karana Sharir, there is a very big business working which is called astrology. They define your Karana Sharir using planets, using conch, different methods, using your face, using your palmistry. Do you understand? What are they doing? They are mapping this Karana Sharir for a future, connecting to a past, and you confirm the past, then they say the future. Where is this future being predicted by? You will say from the Kundali. How did the Kundali come? The time of your birth and place of your birth. Why did you take birth in that place and that time? Because that Karana Sharir had to fructify into Sthula and Sukshma Sharir at that time. You understand? And that's what defines the Karana Sharir, which a person can see it. Today we have got the technology by which you can see what is it and give it into predictable Sthula words. Where is it coming from? That person doesn't have any magic to remove it from anywhere. He has an ability, or she has an ability to enter that Karana Sharir through these planetary positions and predict it. Are you able to get this? So whatever happens,
Yes, sir.
my karma pala sitting in my Karana Sharir is what that person can predict. He cannot predict anything else. Who has a control on the karma pala? Only you have. That is why do the right karma and don't bother about the Karana Sharir. अच्छा किया तो अच्छा ही जाएगा, अगर अच्छा ही जाएगा तो अच्छा ही दिखेगा, अच्छा नहीं दिखा तो भी जो होना है वो अच्छा ही होएगा, बिकॉज वहां से अच्छा ही आने वाले हैं. कचरा निकालो Karana शरीर से, साधना वही है और कुछ नहीं.
Right, sir.
And how is Karana Sharir defined as? Because that is where your answer actually lies. How do I logically explain Karana Sharir? Can someone tell Karana Sharir ka definition in Tattvabodha? Anadya, avidya. See, somewhere it will come. Anadya. Prajnana Ghana. Anandamaya Kosha. Go to Anandamaya Kosha or Karana Sharira. Both will give you the same definition. Anirvachya Anadya Vidya Vasana Dvayasya Karana Matram. Correct? Prajnana Ghana. In Anandamaya Kosha, Prajnana Ghana will also come there. Yes or no? Check it out. अभी तक सिखाए तो एक तत्वबोध अच्छा से सिखाए, बाकी कुछ नहीं आते मेरे को. That has everything, every answer of yours is sitting there. What is Anandamaya question?
एवमेव कारणशरीरभूता.
See, evameva karana sharira bhuta avidyasta malina sattvam. Correct? See the words used there, because when we understand those words in the right way, then it talks of how subtle it is. जो subtle है, जो सूक्ष्म है, उतना ही powerful है. जो स्थूल है, less powerful है. That is why that intellect nirdvandva had a more power than manaska, kanksha and dvesha, which was very thick. जो जितना सूक्ष्म है उतना पावरफुल है. कारण शरीर इज million times more powerful than your Sukshma Sharir. Sukshma Sharir is 1000 times more powerful than your Sthula Sharir. Why? If I have a mental makeup that I will live healthy, nothing in this world can make you sick. Say na, what a will this person has. That will is not on the Sthula Sharira. It is on the Sukshma Sharira. If that is firm, the Sthula Sharira is gulam uska. Correct? The more we are killed by our Sukshma Sharira, by our manas with kachra sitting in that kills us more than actually anything. Once you are weak there, any other, when you say, see, this is a very living system. There is a constant fight between your internal system and external. The external wants to overpower you. Microbes bolo jo bhi hai. Your internal system is fighting it, which is called immunity. Right? Who gives immunity the power? Do you think your food? Why are some people generally less immune than the others? It's mental makeup. Don't you get, if you have a ऑब्जेक्टिव इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू कि भाई ये मुझे अचीव करना है, कितना भी तकलीफ होने दो शरीर को, आप अचीव करते हो कि नहीं? कहाँ से क्षमता आती है, कहाँ से पावर आता है? मन से ही आता है. जितना सूक्ष्म है उतना तीव्र है वो कारण शरीर, उसके भी पीछे, क्योंकि मन का प्रॉपर्टी देने वाला वो कारण शरीर है. माई वासनास, माई लाइक्स, इनेट लाइक्स एंड डिसलाइक्स of not only this janma, across my janma is sitting in that karana sharir. समझ में आ रहा है? And it is not like उसका properties are not the properties which we see in स्थूल and सूक्ष्म. वो बीज है, वहां से it will manifest in whichever form it can come. So it is sitting in a highly dense form there. See, that is how we have to imagine it. That is why it is so powerful. That is why it is sukshma. That is why that much of sadhana is required to clean it up if you need to do. A person who is mukta, what happens to his karana sharir? It is there. Read Tattva. Karana sharir equal to what other name in karma theory?
It's not there, sir. That is avidya.
What is karana sharir's another name in karma theory? Karana sharir is filled with what? Sanchita karma. Karana sharir equal to sanchita karma. What is sanchita karma? Purvarjita. All which is all the past karma sitting together. Where is it sitting? Karana sharir. Correct? What happens to a jnani of this karana sharir? Sanchita nashyati. Agami nashyati. Prarabdha kinchit. Gone. How does it go? Yathaidamsi samidhognihi bhasmasat kurute arjuna jnanagnidagdha karmani bhasmasat kurute tatha. Aham atma asmi jnanam is so prabala that it can kill everything, which means karana sharir will be there, stula sharir will be there, sukshma sharir will be there. I have no connection to it. I have no connection to it. That may be there. करने दो, जो करना है करने दो उसको, मुझे फर्क नहीं गिरने. I don't even value its presence. See, in a set of people, if you are disturbed by a person, we say, no, I can't stand this person, I can't sit this person. Both you are disturbed by the person. The moment you devalue that person mentally, then whatever that person does, is it going to affect you? Whatever, कुछ भी करने दो वो. क्यों? मेरा तो उसका वैल्यू ही नहीं, वो है ही नहीं, उसका अस्तित्व ही नहीं मेरे लिए. That doesn't mean that person is not there. Someone else will ask you, अरे वो इतना कुछ कर रहा है, तुमको क्यों तकलीफ नहीं होता? हमको सब परेशान हो गया. Why? I have devalued the person. उसका अस्तित्व ही नहीं है. Are you able to get this? Suddenly, somewhere, one portion of my mind went to the Karana Sharir and said, look at the time. And I saw it was 11:60. अलार्म बज रहा है. कहाँ से आता है? बात करते करते it has just gone and referred and come back in a fraction of a second. How did it happen? These are exactly examples where you know something is sitting in that subconscious mind, something is sitting which tells you time देखो यार एक second के लिए. Have you overshot the time? देखा तो एग्जैक्टली वो टाइम पे 11:16 या बिकॉज दैट्स द टाइम. वो उतना टाइम हो गया तो इट विल टेल. घंटी बजेगा अंदर से, बज रहा है. दैट्स द टाइम यू फील लाइक लुकिंग एट द. दैट्स वाई बिफोर द अलार्म रिंगिंग यू विल से अभी अलार्म बजने वाला है. आई थिंक अलार्म इज गोइंग. देखिए अरे हाँ यार 1 मिनट बाकी. हाउ इट हैपेंस. दैट्स वेयर द कारण शरीर वर्क्स. होपफुली इज दिस क्लियर. Subtle topic not connected to this chapter but very very important topic. Why should you know Karana Sharir?
Yes, sir.
You know why should you know Karana Sharir? So that you can drop it.
Why, sir?
So that you can drop it.
Right.
That is why you should know it. If you don't know it, you will not know how to drop it. Once you accept, in Sanskrit there is a beautiful word here. It's called Anukula Shatru. अनुकूल शत्रु. अनुकूल मतलब क्या है? जो तुम्हारा भलाई करेगा. करेक्ट. जो तुम्हारा भलाई करता है. शत्रु. ये कारण शरीर मेरा अनुकूल शत्रु है और रह के मेरा भलाई करता है. क्यों? इट अलाउस मी टू ड्रॉप इट इजीली. मालूम नहीं रहेगा तो प्रतिकूल है, अनुकूल है, शत्रु है, मित्र है, कुछ मालूम नहीं है मुझे. उससे अच्छा उसको अनुकूल शत्रु बना के रखो. Are we able to clearly understand this? Why should we know our mind and buddhi?
Yes, sir.
So that we drop the mind and buddhi. It will still work. Pashyan, Shrinvan, Sprachan, Jigra, everything will work. If I continue more, people will start walking. Already they have packed. Om Purnamada Purnavidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. So next time we will actually start the 13th shloka and in a proper way look at it. We have already seen the background. Now it will be easy for us to go ahead. Okay. So that disconnect of 3 months, try to bridge it back and bring you all to the topic. Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om, sir. Thank you so much.
Hari Om.
Dhanyawad.
Dhanyawada.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.